Um,
Good evening. Welcome to our latest stream with the team here. Today is a very exciting one. We are joined with Gabriel, CEO of Merfolk Games, the game that just launched on scale, CryptoCrusades. It's a fun one. It's available now on iOS and Android. Gabe, would you mind giving us just a brief introduction of yourself before we start diving into some questions we have laid out for you?
yeah, definitely. So I'm Gabriel. I'm the CEO of Merfolk Games, and I actually have a background in history and archaeology. And after my master's, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, what was it that really got me interested in history in the first place? And it was video games. Playing Age of Empires and Civilization and all these old school history games growing up. And so I decided to move back and start my own video game studio and incorporate some new technology with, all the blockchain stuff that was happening. And so CryptoCrusades was born, and I've been working on it for the past few years. And we're super excited that we just launched globally for Android and iOS devices. So yeah, that's basically my story.
Awesome. And now you have quite an interesting journey with scale. So I was just wondering if perhaps you could give us kind of that background on your journey that you've had with the Scale Network and some of the members of the Scale Labs team.
Yeah, it was kind of insane. We totally randomly stumbled upon Scale at an event in Tokyo in the very beginning of the pandemic. We were kind of part of the team was kind of trapped outside Shanghai during the first lockdowns, and we were just in Japan, and we found out there's a couple blockchain things that were happening. We went to them, and we randomly met Christine and Jack, and just started chatting. And the more we chatted, the more we were like, wait a minute, like we've been looking for this exact solution for the past, I don't know, 6 months. That was like a way that we could have a fully on-chain experience. Back then it was a huge plus. But then later, as time went on and as gas fees kind of changed and the entire ecosystem of blockchain gaming started to shift, it became more of a necessity. So it was actually really great luck that we just stumbled upon Scale.
That's great. Yeah, and you mentioned your background in history. Would you mind diving in a little bit about kind of some of the aspects of CryptoCrusades and maybe tell us a little bit about the inspiration in terms of how you built it out?
Yeah. So CryptoCrusades is set in a very loose medieval universe. And what I wanted to really do was highlight cultures and civilizations around the world. So, for example, this is our Maya architecture set. And we did extensive research into original clothing for units and also architecture. And we wanted players to be able to have kind of these skins from around the world. And the cool thing with what we're doing with blockchain tech and with Scale is that all of the cosmetics in game are actually NFTs. So this is actually a craftable. These are all craftable architecture sets that you can create within your workshop, which I'll demonstrate in a bit.
Shoot, it seems that we may have lost our host Ben. Sorry, folks.
No problem. I can keep talking about just kind of how CryptoCrusades works with the medieval strategy stuff. So basically, I'll show this to you guys in a bit, but there's a 3D planet, and it's Earth, and you can start off in different locations on the planet, and it's multiplayer. You can see other people, and you develop your city. You can buy or craft NFT architecture skins, and you kind of develop your empire while customizing it through NFTs. And the interesting thing about how our game works with the blockchain stuff as well is, yeah, the skins are NFTs, but also the entire game is actually on chain, and that's pretty much only possible with scale, because of the the gasless transactions. So yeah, let me see. I can go through. Maybe what we can do now is just do a bit of the game demo of what I was just describing.
Hey, Gabriel. Sorry. Yeah, that sounds great. Ben is having some computer issues that we're working
no
on
worries.
getting sussed out.
We'll just switch around the program. I'll show the the game right now. So
fantastic.
Let me turn off my background so you can actually see the phone. 1 minute. All right. Okay. I'll turn up the music. So yeah, CryptoCrusades is available globally for iOS and Android now. So you can just go into the App Store, search CryptoCrusades, and download it immediately. And it's free to play. You just start your empire and create it and log in. So this is my account. This is my empire and my little crest. And the entire game is on chain. It's got some tips and some, once the blockchain stuff ends up syncing, you can see the whole planet. So yeah, this is my capital city. It's got all my stuff in it. You got my different buildings that you can upgrade, which I can show you right here. Go into the empire screen. So basically I've got my barracks where I can train my units, my market, the warehouse where I store my resources. And so, yeah, you can see the resources at the top bar. I really wanted to have that kind of like traditional medieval strategy kind of vibe. So, harvesting resources, and just, using those resources to upgrade your buildings, and using those buildings to do a variety of things, from like crafting NFTs to attacking other people. So yeah, we can go into the barracks and so I've got some things that I actually just finished recruiting. But for example, there are all these different units with all the different stats. Some are more effective against others. So the spear infantry will be really good against cavalry units, for example. Oops, this is all backwards. Here we go. Yeah, so spear infantry is like generally really good against cavalry units, and you kind of want to build your empire around, how you feel like the other empires have their composition. So if I zoom out, you can see all of the other players on this server. I started off in the server in Southern Africa. But so yeah, you can see it's a massive 3D planet. So just imagine like a giant MMO version of Civ with 1,000 concurrent players, all on chain. It's a little bit insane. So yeah, and you can see that this is my empire. I've got this border color and also this crest right here, this little green one that you start off with. But actually, even though we only launched a few days ago, we already have some players who've already crafted some really cool NFTs. So I can show you how that looks right now. Oh, here we go. So this person, this person right here has already crafted not only a new border color, but they also have a matching red and yellow dragon crest, which is super cool. And I can tap their empire and see whether they would be a good target for attacking, which actually they wouldn't, because right now they have really low resources and overwhelming units. Like I would probably get completely wrecked if I tried to attack the city right now. But yeah, so and actually, let me show you where exactly that is, where you even craft those NFTs. So within the workshop, you open that up and you see these different cosmetics that you can craft. So, for example, I've unlocked the border crafting, but I haven't gotten the trinkets needed to craft it yet. But for example, the crest, which they also have already crafted, I would need a level 10 workshop. So yeah, and then in the forge, you smelt your metal for your units, all that. In the bank, you can collect gold, and then in the market, this is actually where you can. In the market, this is where you can either trade resources or you can buy and sell NFTs. So yeah, it's kind of a really, here, check it out. This is all the NFTs that are currently for sale from other players. So they already have a huge amount of trinkets for sale. And then these
Gabe,
custom.
Do any of these NFTs I mean, you can, and when you start playing the game, does it cost anything to create these NFTs originally? I know you can buy them.
No,
but does it
not at all. No, you have to. You play the game. What you do is you get trinkets, and you get trinkets with your scholar unit. When you attack, you have a chance of getting a trinket, and also the daily missions. You can keep doing the daily missions every day to get trinkets. And the trinkets are these crafting ingredients that you use to create these different things, like the borders, the different unit sets. So here's like a Mayan infantry unit, a Mayan archer unit. And these are all like other units that people have crafted and are selling in this marketplace right now. There's the shield crests. Oh, actually, that one's pretty cool. So yeah.
And what kind of tokens are you utilizing?
So in our game, we have NFTs as the main component, as the main token type. We don't use an ERC20 in the game. So gold is just an in-app currency that you can buy within the game.
Great. And the app is free to download. That's right.
Yeah. Just search it on Google or Apple, and it'll pop up. Yeah. Awesome. And then actually, I've already built my second settlement, which is a town, which I built right here. Yeah. And so what I did was I built a town right here by the mountains, because they give you this resource called inspiration. And inspiration is the main resource that you use to craft NFTs and stuff like that.
Great.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff to do in the game. We recently implemented a couple things like the inbox system, the daily quests, all that. And actually, let me see if I can get this to work. In the barracks, I have these units that I'm about to finish recruiting. So if I open that up, sometimes it takes a bit of time to load, but we recently added the ability to see your units within your city, kind of like walking around. Let me see if I can get that to work. Yeah, it might take a bit of time to load, but yeah, basically you'd be able to see your units walking around, and and here at the very top, you also have a list of all of your different units that you've recruited. So
and you're able to see, you were showing that you're able to see the other players that have built out towns. Are you able
these
to
are all
see who's actively online at this moment?
No, we don't have that yet, but we're probably going to implement some kind of global chat system in the future to make it so that to make it easy to see like who's online, say good morning and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and these are all different players. It's really exciting.
Nice. And yeah, you started rolling this out. Initially, you were targeting regions. What regions did you start rolling out CryptoCrusades in?
So we originally started in the Philippines and a few other countries. We did a Southeast Asia test to see like how stable the game was, get some feedback, see how players were responding first, and then we kind of like launched in rolling launches throughout the world. And originally, we were actually going to have the launch date be sometime in May, um, but the game was already pretty much stable at this point, and so we were like, you know what, let's just release a month early and let everyone just start playing it as
Awesome.
as we add new features.
Yeah, this is an exciting one. I've got my town set up. If anybody is building in South America, Little Vin
Nice.
is my capital name. But yeah, Gabriel, is there anything else that you'd like to mention now before we sign off here?
Let me think. I mean, I guess just download the game, tell your friends, and get everyone in and crafting NFTs together. It's a really fun game, fun experience, and like all the historically accurate stuff that we've been putting in it's really exciting that we can have this as this crazy MMO strategy game that's completely on chain with scale.
Yeah, I'll add, there's not many blockchain games that are on chain that are also available in the app stores. So
exactly. Yeah.
Kudos, Gabriel, to you.
Accessibility was our number one focus. We wanted everyone to just be able to download it, no fees up front, nothing stopping anyone around the world who has a phone to just install it, try it out.
I love it. Yeah, I'll be continuing to be playing. And for our Zeely community members out there, or those of you that are on Zeely, the code word is Crusaders. So want to make sure that those of you that are out there doing the quests on Scale Zeely, the code word is Crusaders. So thank you, Gabriel, for taking the time today.
Thanks for having me.
And if you haven't downloaded the game, give it a shot. Like I said, it's one of a kind, very unique, and it's only on Scale Network.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Play.